So, I haven't told a life story in a while, so I'm pretty eager to tell one today. And I'm going to be talking about the time I almost pretty much got blasted the fuck off out of here. Um, and it's a moment that I think about from time to time that makes me so thankful I'm still alive. So basically, my old friend, I'll call him John, uh, was basically framed. Someone called the university he studied and worked at and said, like, yo, my name is John so and so. I got so many hostages, and I want $25,000 flat and a hostage negotiator. So the SWAT team gets called out, and my boy John's pretty much in trouble. So ironically, this is my first day when I was still attending college and thinking I was going into a science field. This was the day of my college orientation, so I'm getting update, and after update on Facebook about a person on that university's campus who is an active shooter. Cause on the phone call, the guy started like slamming metal shit together to make it sound like gunshots are popping off. Well, the area the guy said he was in that was posing as John was in the completely different area of the university. But they finally found John at his job at being a tutor in the library. Um, some lady came up to him. This is what he's told me, so this is secondhand information. Some stuff might get Chinese telephoned. But uh, she walks in and she says, "Hey, are you John so and so?" And John says, "Yeah, I am." She's like, "Okay, can you step out here, please?" And what John said next, what happened is he saw a man in full Kevlar gear tackle him while a bunch of SWAT weapons were drawn at his head with beamers and everything. Um, he went to jail. Someone posted his bond. He got out. So that weekend, this girl I had a long crush on. It was like a love hate crush at this point. We'll call her Kate. So me and Kate and John are kind of in this friend group. It's like a group of three friends. So Kate and I were talking to one another, and we decided we're gonna go visit him the day after. So we visit him the day after. John explains the whole thing. He's pretty much in tears, and he's like, "Can if you want, you guys can stop by Saturday." So on Saturday evening, I pick up Kate. She runs to Noodles and Company real quick. Well, I run to Noodles and Company. That bitch ain't driving. Anyways, she gets out. I didn't get anything. I guess I never eat. Even when I was bigger. So we drove to John's crib. Um, Kate, John, and I started talking about the whole incident and how we believed he wasn't the one responsible. So eventually we play Scrabble, and then we kind of wrap the night up. We're saying our goodbyes. But me and Kate walk out as I'm trying to take her back home, and John's mom runs on. She says, wait, stay here. You'll be great witnesses. And basically, I see sheriff after sheriff after sheriff like ripping 50 down to 30, and I was like, something's not right here. Well, a full town, not sheriff for the county, but a town cop in full SWAT gear, leaps through the fucking hibiscus tree line that's kind of, or hibiscus bush line that's kind of dividing the property of him and his neighbor. And I mean, these are full body, like nearly trees, so that's why I'm saying trees. Dude literally hops out in full Kevlar gear, runs up to me, unsafeties the shotgun, points it, I want to say less than 2 feet away from my chest. I would say like a foot and a half, and I want to say somewhere right here. And at that moment, he's like, "Get your hands up!" And I was like, "Fuck." So the first thought that went through my mind at that point, you have a man pointing a lethal weapon that you think you're about to die. My first thought was, holy shit, I'm gonna die at 18, and I won't graduate, and I won't have shit to show for my life. Because this happened in 2015, probably about 2 months before my graduation. So I got my hands up, and everything kind of gets sorted out. We talked to police for a while. They take all our phone numbers, put them in a database to make sure none of us are the fake caller. But what I later found out was that the same guy posing as John found out his home address, called the town cops of the town he lived in, who told them, I have my parents tied up. I'm the guy who just had a hostage situation at the school. I cut my mom to death. She's bleeding all over the place. Or he said, I slit my mom's throat. She's bleeding all over the place, and I'm about to kill my dad. If anybody comes in, I'm going to kill them. So I'm thinking that's why those officers like raised guns at all of us. But no, actually, I was the only one that had guns raised. I think I saw two guys in the back with guns pointed at me too, but the one I noticed was the front end of a barrel of a 12 gauge just pointed right at my chest, dead center. I mean, that if I would have twitched, holy shit, dude. Holy shit, I would have had like a 12-inch tortilla hole in my fucking chest. Guarantee it. Been 6 feet under and probably a skeleton by now. But I don't even talk to Kate anymore because she insinuates I'm the one who made that call, which I was loyal as fuck to John during that time. I was by his side trying to help him figure out who was the one who made that false string of calls. So I cut Kate off completely. John, I don't really like him anymore all that much. I do talk to him from time to time, but it's more of like a distant acquaintance type of thing, or like maybe you text like your third cousin on Facebook or second cousin, like that level of modesty and small talkativeness. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy I'm still alive. I just remember riding back, driving her to her house, Kate, and I wouldn't talk the whole time. And I guess she said that's the reason why I must have been behind it. But I'm the one who had a fully loaded gun pointed at them. I mean, I was kind of replaying what just happened a million times over in my head. I remember going home, grabbing like 6 IPAs, chugging those bitches, and going to bed and waking up still thinking about it. So, yeah, that was one hell of a fucking day. Certainly not a day I would want to relive. So, anyways, that's the story for tonight. Until next time.